Right, good afternoon, everyone. Let's just quickly make sure sound is 100%. Mornay, can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. All right, so looking here at Dow yearly high-low, we're trading between the 77 and the 89. That is our levels of support and resistance. We've broken up through the 50 of our 50 moving average, pushed up through the 8 and the 21. They haven't managed to actually cross the downside. So we already are looking at not really necessarily a change in trend because it didn't actually change the downside, but looking at possible continuation break of these highs, especially 89, 100, and look at the target of 127. Stochastic is also pointing up quite nicely. Let's just wait to see if it's going to break its own signal line.
If you take a look at the monthly high low on the Dow as well on the daily time frame, currently trading above that 50 moving average. We do have 8 moving average above the 21, indicating trend has changed to the upside. Remember, above 61.8, we want to be long and chase that 89 target. Above 100, we want to be long till the 127. As I said, trend is up. We're trading above the 50 moving average. Stochastic is above its own signal line and also trading above the 61.8, which is currently showing us that we want to be chasing towards that 89 or even the 77 level of resistance.
Onto our weekly high low here on the hourly time frame. Just move this label here. It is that the label is saying long above 100. So what we're looking at here, the previous hour we haven't managed to close above that level, but on this hourly candle, which it's only just started, it's only been 9 minutes in the making. So let's just watch risk to reward above this between this 100 and 127. We are looking at a trigger long above 100 to that 127. We can't look for shorts just yet. We need to at least get to about halfway to the 127 before we can look at reversals down from 100 to the 61.8. So for now, the only short that we can really look at will be below 38.2, and that's a good almost 750 points away. So for now, we're only focusing on the longs above 100 to 127 to that 161. 8 is nicely above 21, above 50, indicating trend is up, and our stochastic is pointing up and above our signal line, which is everything is indicating trend is up.
Take a look at the daily high low 5-minute time frame, also currently still trading above that 127 target. We can see current resistance is that 100 level of the weekly. That is currently holding us down a little bit, but trend is still up. 8 above 21 above 50. Did get that trigger long on the daily high low. We have reached first target 127, so we are initially still waiting for that final target 161. As I said, trend is up according to moving averages and stochastic, trading above its own signal line, and both of them trading above the 80 level. So at this point, we really just want to stick to the longs and chase that final target 161.8. Remember, candle close below 127, break previous candle low is a short back to the 100.
On our weekly high low here, weekly candles for the yearly high low on the NASDAQ, we are trading between the 61.8 and the 50. That's our levels of support and resistance. Above that, if we break that resistance at the 61.8, we can start looking at this 89 target. We do have the 821 crossed over to the downside, so we need to watch that for a crossover once again to the top side. And our stochastic is in our consolidation block at the moment. So I'd like to see stochastic break 61.8 and then a bit later break its own signal line. At least we are trading above the 50 moving average on the weekly picture as well. So that resistance has broken. It's only the 61 that we need to watch.
Take a look at the monthly high low. Also, trend is still down, 50 above 21 above the 8. Price is currently trading inside of that consolidation in between the 50 and 38.2. That is our support and resistance. Keep an eye out above 61.8. We initially want to be long and chase the 89, but the 50 moving average is in our way, so we might expect a little bit of a bounce from that, continuing the trend down, or we do break up from that, getting a successful 821 crossover and trading above the 61.8. Stochastic is above signal line, but still trading below that 50 of consolidation. We need the 821 crossover and stochastic to follow through above 61.8 as well.
All right, on our weekly high low here on the hourly picture, let me just zoom in here so we can get an idea. Yes, we have managed to close above the 61.8. Break that high was a trigger long, so we are currently in a long trade to that 77 and 89 target. Stop on this trade will be the 50 over here. To confirm this long target to the top side, we have 8 above 21, price trading above 50, indicating the trend is up. And we also have our stochastic trading above its own signal line. There above the 89 as well. So long as the stochastic holds above that 89, we want to hold on to these longs, especially if we have massive targets to the top sides here at the 77 and the 89.
Take a look at the daily high low, also still trading above that 127 level. We have the outstanding target of 161 that we are aiming for at the moment, but currently still sitting around that 61.8 of the weekly high low, where we're about to trigger long on the hourly time frame. Trend is still up, 80 above 21, above 50. Stochastic is below signal line, but still trading above that 61.8 of consolidation. We can see the 533 coming in play there. That is pushing below the 20 level and pushing up through the 50 currently, which can also carry a lot of momentum for that swing up to final target 161. But on the 5-minute time frame, trend is still up. Keep in mind, we have outstanding targets.
All right.
All right, and if we now look at the 1-minute stories, have a quick look at where we are. Let's put our 1-minute grids in play on the Dow. See where the most significant low was. We still have that low over there. Didn't really come close to stochastic hitting zero. So the 1-minute grid is going to be quite big at this point. We're going to trail it all the way to the previous lows. Let's get that chart time. That is 7:43 chart time. And then the high, going to trail that to the current highs. So let's change that to blue. There we go. And now US Tech. I just need to get my chart there. There we go. You can also see on US Tech, 1-minute grid might also be quite big at the point. We haven't touched stochastic over there, so we can't really take a new low. But over there, we've hit stochastic on the zero, so we're just going to trade it from this low. To the current high. All right, currently sitting in between that 77 and 61.8. That is our levels of support and resistance, trading below the 155 moving average. We can see 21 is above 8, so trend is down on the US Tech 1-minute. And on the Dow 1-minute, trend is still up, 8 is still above the 21. We need to give that some time. Still have about 15 minutes until opening, so let's just give it a moment, not rush into it. Next trigger short 33 down through the 50 on the Dow. We can put a possible extension fib in on US Tech. There we go, perfect 89% retracement. See if that level is going to hold. 39% retracement still holding. Let's see if we push above the zero. We'll be aiming for the minus 127. Yo, that one candle. Just give it a moment. We're just going to keep trading this 1 minute grid to that new high. You can see price already closed that gap. I'm going to turn this down for a little bit, guys. We'll get back to it closer to opening, but so far we're just going to keep a lookout. Not going to look to get into any positions at the moment. We can see market from this move is quite volatile at the moment, so let's wait for opening and see in which direction it's going to push us. We can just see on US Tech how we have respected that 89 of the 1 minute grid, came back down, got a little bit of a fail there below the 100, pushed all the way back up, got the 33 up through 50 that pushed us all the way up to the 77. Keep in mind, we can see these moves are still a little bit volatile, still small gaps inside these candles on the 1 minute. You still need to see where this volatility is actually going to be taking us. So let's give it a moment. And we have opening in about 6 minutes. All right, we have about a couple of seconds to go for the opening, so let's just keep a close eye on the market. break above that 100 level, we're going to be chasing or just pulling the 100 level off the grid. I'm going to keep trailing that. Going to keep trading that high. Spike in volatility as soon as we open. Yeah. About 15, yeah, about 50 seconds to go for that.
About 37 points away from 77.9 on.
There we go, we've opened. 33 down to 50 on the Dow will be a valid short. That spike in volatility, we're just going to keep a close eye on it. Candles are going to increase in size. US tech, we can just see that stochastic is just zigzagging in and out of that consolidation. So we're just going to leave that to actually push into a direction with this opening. 1 minute trend on the Dow is down. 1 minute trend on US tech is down. 5 minutes on the Dow, we're still trending up. Level of support, 127 of daily and 50 moving average. US tech currently sitting on that 50 moving average as support as well on the 5 minutes. Just like breaking the 100 level of the extension fib. We're just going to pull this extension fib to the side for now. Going to give the market time to do its thing. Bounce off that 155 moving average on the 1 minute, as well as the 77 level of the 1 minute grid. Currently pushing down towards the 50. That is support on the US tech 1 minute grid. As I said, trend is still up on the 1 minute. On the Dow, we can put a buy stop at the top. Even though 1 minute trend is still down, this is during opening, so we might get that volatile spike back up. So we put our buy stops in place for if that does happen.
Current swing low is 50 moving average in 5 minutes.
Sweet. Yeah, we can see right there. That low over there, that is the 50 moving average on 5 is sitting right there. Watch that spike.
Seconds.
We can put a possible extension for on the Dow, but we don't have enough candles. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles over there. We need about 8. 5 minute trend on US tech is also still up, so we can put a buy stop at this 100. 33 up through 50, not valid on the Dow. We can see signal line is still above the 50. But as I said, bouncing from that 50 moving average on the 1 minute and 50 moving average on 5. So we do have very strong support at the moment. Your US tech is just pumping down. Just going to delete this buy stop at the moment. With 6 minutes into opening, we've had our first 1 minute, first 5 minute candle after opening. Resistance on the Dow 5 minute is at 100 of the weekly. The 33 up through 50 can be valid, but we can see we have all of the zone moving averages and the 61.8 of 1 minute grid as our resistance. So I will not take that 33 up through 50. It's just we have too much there at the top side. If we do break up, that's fine. It's just I decided to not take that one 33 up through the 50. Resistance is the 50 moving average. We can put an extension fib on the Dow 1 minute.
61.8 of NASDAQ.
61.8 NASDAQ weekly. There we go. That is our resistance. See, we're pushing up quite nicely on the US tech. Putting my buy stop at this 100. Now start pushing up. Took that buy. Still a lot of volatility in these candles. When it broke the high, break this candle low, I have to get out of that. Can't sit in that trade and think it's going to break. You can just see that big wick rejection there at the top. Watch out 33 down through 50 on US Tech. I'll take that short. Keep in mind we have support 61.8 of weekly. $33 up through 50 on the Dow 1 minute will also be a valid trigger for a long. $33 down through 50, I'll take the short. Support 155 moving average still. Watch a possibility of 33 up through 50 on the Dow. Coming from support 50 moving average on 5 minutes and 127 off the daily high low. And I'm long. You've got a terrible, terrible price over there. TP just above that 89 of the 1 minute grid. We go if you take profit on that one. Watch your 33 down through 50 on US Tech. That is valid signal lines above 61.8. Go short. Push for the 5 points. Back to that 61.8. Hit CP on that one. Support now that we're 61.8 of the 1 minute grid. Resistance, as I said, still this 89 of the 1 minute grid on the Dow. We'll put a buy stop at the high. Oh, yeah, so we can still go for the 5. Keep in mind both 5-minute markets are still trending up. Let's put this extension for on the Dow to the side. Get back to that in a little bit. Took that buy and took TP on it as well. Signal line on the Dow is now on that 50. We need at least signal line close above the 50 or 56 for 33 down through 50. 33 up through 50 on US Tech not valid. Signal line still above the 56. All right, guys, we can put a buy stop again at the 100. See if we did get a couple of candles closing below that low. So keep an eye on that. TP for 5. US Tech 5-minute trend looks like it wants to change to the downside. $33 down to 50 on the Dow will be a valid short. All right, we're just going to wait for that CC on the Dow 1-minute signal line, now trading above 61.8. Yeah, 5 minutes to go for opening ranges. Then 5 minutes after that, we'll have our 5 o'clock candle. What's your possibility of 33 down through 50? 5-minute trend on US Tech at the moment is down. 5-minute trend is down on US Tech, so we can put a sell stop at these lows. If we get 2 candles to close above this low, support 89 on the 1-minute grid on the Dow. We put a sell stop at the break of the 0. Watch for 33 down to 50 on the Dow. Short. I'm going to go for the 5 points. Support 50 moving average on 1 minute. Break previous candle high, I'll stop. You can see how we struggled with that 50 moving average on the 1 minute. There we go to TP. US Tech 2 candles close above this low. We'll put our sell stops as well. We already have our sell stops at the 0. 5-minute trend is down US Tech. 5-minute trend on the Dow is up. Got a couple of seconds to go for our opening range, and then 5 minutes to go for 5 o'clock candle. Need this candle to close above the previous low on US Tech 1 minute. Watch of 33 down to 50 again on the Dow. Not going to re-enter on that. Here we go. We're going to put our sell stops on US Tech. Watch for 33 up through 50 on US Tech. Break that low on US Tech. There we go. Sell stop triggered. Pull back a little bit. Support is that 11. Break previous candle high. I'll have to take a stop on this. Break that red candle high. Yeah, I'm out. If possible, 33 up through 50 on US Tech. Break these highs on the Dow. Trigger the buy stop. Current level of resistance 77 of 1 minute extension fib. Not going to put a sell stop at the moment as we're on this 11 of the 1 minute grid. Also 5 o'clock candle. Watch out possible trigger separation short on US Tech. 5 minute trend is down. Support on the 5 minute is 127 of the daily high low.
Starting to form, this is the channel, the 89 and 50.
Yeah. Dow 1 minute looking very ugly at the moment. $33 up through 50. I'm long. Resistance 61.8 of 1 minute grid. And 89 moving average. There we go, hit TP. Next level of resistance on US Tech 1 minute, 155 moving average. Yeah. 61.8 weekly resistance. Also watch out, 33 down through 50 is a valid short on the Dow.
So obviously just broken the 50 on.
Yeah, just broke that 50 of opening. Currently still sitting above that 61.8 of 1 minute grid on US Tech. Resistance we can see on the extension fib is that 77% retracement. break at that 100, I do have my buy stop. Separation shorts on US Tech not valid. 33 stochastic closed above the 50. So that's not valid. More than 8 candles. Let's see if we get this 50% retracement. We go reach 50% retracement. Watch for possible 33 down through 50 on the Dow. Also coming from a 77% retracement on the extension fib. $33 up through 50 again on US Tech. I'm gonna take it a second time. Broke that high on the Dow. I continue this up. Bunch of possible 33 down through 50 on the Dow. US Tech 5-minute trend is still down. We need a 5-minute candle close to get a 821 crossover confirmation. Other than that, next trigger short, as I said, 33 down to 50 on the Dow. Watch that possible 33 down through 50 on the Dow. We also have stochastic divergence. Watch at 33 down through 50. Waiting for confirmation. Bit more of a follow through. Strong support from 50 moving average on 1 minute. Short. Terrible, terrible price. These entries are so laggy at the moment.
What's the 100 on the weekly?
Yeah. Stochastic push back up to 61.8. I'll take stop. Break previous candle high. I'll take the stop. Stochastic's a little bit too far from 61.8 already. So break previous candle high. No, I didn't. That was manual TP.
Nice.
What's your possible 33 up through 50 on US tech? That was a bit trigger for a long. Separation long on the Dow is not valid. 33 closed below the 50. I'm going to turn the sun off for a moment, guys. Right, if you take a look at what support and resistance we have at the moment on the 1 minute grid for the Dow, support 77, resistance 89. You can also see we bounced off the 0 level, perfect double bottom. We haven't switched this low yet, perfect double bottom, bouncing up, break of this low. We can put our sell stops. Next trigger long, both markets on 1 minute, 33 stochastic up through 50 is valid.